Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Turn my gain
Testing.
down a little bit.
1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Chicken.
I'm over here.
Chicken.
Oh,
chicken
man.
Did you guys try that new chicken sandwich?
Yes, I did. The Popeyes one.
You know, was it good?
It was good. It was
I
good.
didn't get a chance to try it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
alright.
well-
It's sold out everywhere, isn't it?
Well, it was until I think I picked it up on Thursday, where all the stores actually seemed to have enough supply, but they
Yeah.
were so insanely busy because I remember I stopped by Wednesday, sign on the door, sold out. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
I guess
wow.
that's
Oh,
expected.
Really? They put a sign out?
Oh yeah.
They had to. Yeah, people were going crazy.
Oh yeah. No, it was for
Guys,
for days.
The Amazon is burning, and we all care about chicken sandwiches.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
for days they were like people were talking about how it was being sold out by like afternoon 2,
Yeah.
3 o'clock and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
crazy.
Right? So and then I came back on Thursday. I'm like, oh, there's no sign. But I go in and it's so insanely packed. I can't see the front counter to see whether there might be a sign up on the counter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I actually finally ordered. And I was talking to them. I was like, man, you guys are busy all day for is everyone ordering chicken sandwiches? Like, oh yeah, we're getting so many orders that we're almost out of fries and sauce. And I'm just
Wow,
like, what?
really? Fries too?
Yeah, right. Because you got to accompany it with
It
some
just
fries, man.
upsets the whole ecosystem of
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And, you guys see,
The
because
chicken economy is
I,
crashing.
I personally will say it's better than Chick-fil-A's, but at the same time, I don't order a lot from Chick-fil-A. And like,
Their chicken
this-
sandwich is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, I've had more, a few, but usually it's not so great that I'm like, oh man, I gotta get more.
My
kind of
favorite
thing.
chicken sandwich comes from Carl's Jr. They have a good chicken sandwich.
Interesting.
You know,
Yeah,
a
that's
dollar
a,
chicken sandwich. You
that's a
know.
left field choice there.
Yeah, no, like I consider myself a chicken sandwich connoisseur. You know, yeah. You
Well,
know, as far as price, you know, like yeah.
I
For the price,
I will
definitely.
have to say, chicken sandwich.
take
I
it.
used to like Jack in the Boxes.
Yeah.
It was very like
Chicken box. Yeah, they had good chicken sandwich.
yeah, it wasn't like a fried wasn't like a fried battered like breast meat type of thing. It was just it's very circular and
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
just like the crunch
yeah,
of like the
crunch
breading
of
and
it was
everything.
good.
So it was good,
Yeah.
but I haven't had
Their
so
new
much
chicken
of that.
strips are good too, actually.
Yeah,
Jack in the Box,
Like,
the
yeah,
spicy
tho-
ones.
those spicy chicken strips.
Yes,
You know?
They're pretty
I
good.
really
Like
like those.
I've
actually.
been burned by them only once, you know, like where they weren't that good. But ever since
Oh.
then, like you know, I think it was just that Jack in the Box.
Yeah, just
I
that
go to
one.
another one and like, yeah, those chicken strips are on
They were
point.
good. Yeah, they were really good.
Actually, yeah, I really like those chicken strips.
I know.
And it's
no.
funny because with the you guys know the origins of the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
No, what happens? Let's do
So-
origins. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Enlighten us. Give us some more.
So a few years ago, this small restaurant, I want to say it was in Louisiana. I could be wrong, but she had her own restaurant
Yeah.
and she made these chicken sandwiches that were really good. And they're like, "Well, where do you get your chicken from?" She straight up goes from Popeyes. So she would order the chicken strips and put them in the sandwich. But she went under fire for that, obviously, because she's buying it from another franchise, you know.
Right.
But there were some that defenders like, well, you know, if you can get a chicken from a good source, might as well use it.
Right.
And she just admitted it, you know. So she stopped serving it for a while because people were complaining that she bought it from, you know, another restaurant. But it came back and they actually put her on the commercial. And so she actually was able to serve it again, like for a limited time before Popeyes actually did theirs.
Yeah.
They actually let her serve them
Oh wow.
before they were like, okay, it's gonna be available at other Popeyes. But I think
Interesting.
hers might have recently got shut down since then.
Because now they have their own.
Yeah,
Popeyes
probably.
owns that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Or
theirs.
or she might have, you know what? Maybe she didn't shut down. I think she may have actually sold her business.
I can see that.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah,
Just to
or to
avoid all
somebody
legal
else.
problems.
Just to
you know?
somebody else.
Yeah, or to somebody else.
Nice.
But
Wow.
yeah, that's all it is. It's one of the chicken strips in the sandwich. But the bread was, I would say, it doesn't get soggy
Yeah.
because their spread. It's not like a thick. It's a really thin layer of spread.
Right.
So it actually stays like, you know, the bread stays good. And the pickles, I think I told you guys last time, I don't like pickles.
Right.
Theirs is like only partially pickled because it's still very crunchy.
Yeah.
Like a cucumber.
Like a cucumber.
And it's like that slight taste of pickled
Huh.
pickles.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I actually like that part too.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, yeah, that's true. It didn't seem like a regular pickle.
yeah, it's pretty thick too.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, it's not super thick.
It
but
is. It was.
thick.
Really. It's like a thick piece of,
Yeah.
of cucumber in there, man.
And yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw the other thing where Chick-fil-A put out a tweet that now they're selling chicken buckets, and like the actual tweet was something like, "You should have stayed in your own lane, Popeyes." It's hilarious.
Don't declare war. On
Yeah,
They'll come
it's,
after
it's
their
so
war.
funny.
Wait, are they really selling buckets of chicken?
Yeah, that's what I think that's an actual official Twitter like tweet they put out. Yeah,
Really?
Nice.
that they're selling like chicken buckets.
Now I may have to go get some of that shit.
Because that sounds hell good,
Lord's
man.
chicken. You know,
Oh,
man.
man.
This is
in a bucket.
I'm definitely saving this, by the way.
I was about to say, no, this is bonus in itself right here, man.
Yeah, no,
You know,
this definitely. I mean, then we gotta talk about banchan.
Yeah,
man.
right. Oh man,
Ooh,
it's
Banchan.
I
like-
actually. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's like it's like you said. You know, if you can get the good chicken from the source, why not? You know.
Yeah,
Chicken from the source.
When you say banchan, that's prime chicken right there.
yeah. That's I've been watching Hot Ones,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
well, see, here's the thing. I've heard about Hot Ones before, and I put it on for a little bit, but I didn't pay attention to it. And then I found out Stone Cold was on a recent one, and I was like, dude, I love Stone Cold.
Oh, really?
So I watched it, and I was like, you know what? This show is different than I thought it would be. Like, I thought they would just talk about chicken the whole time. Then I found out, Sean Evans, he really researches
Yeah.
his,
Everybody.
he really, like, he hardcore researches the people he interviews. And so while they're eating chicken, he actually asked them, interviews them, like, and I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, he asked them questions that people normally don't.
Yeah, like the behind the scene questions. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
and,
Sean Evans. He's cool.
Yeah, and what else was it? I don't know whether there's two ways to look about it, but to me it seems like either he's trying to distract them so that they're not focused on the spiciness.
Yeah. Right.
So like they just just chill, or he's trying to distract them because it's when the spiciness hits in and they're like, holy crap, what just happened? Like, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's going for there, but I like the way that's done. I'm like, okay, they're not just talking about the chicken and the spiciness. They're like, this is an actual interview show.
Yeah. Right.
So I was like, okay, I really like the show. But so when I watched that one, I went and started binging the other episodes. And because of that, like by the end of the day, I'm just like, man, I want some banchan.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I want some banchan.
I want some banchan. So like immediately, as soon as I like was on my way home, like I'm gonna go order some banchan.
Nice. There we go.
So yeah, that
Chicken,
whole Hot Ones lead in was just about banchan.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I think they were using
about banchan.
Buffalo Wild Wings for there for a second. And then, like in the first few seasons, like I think like season 1 and season 2.
Oh,
You
were
know?
they?
Yeah, and then they're because people are like, oh, what kind of chicken is this? Like, shamelessly, it's this Buffalo Wild Wings. We are not sponsored. Yeah. And they're like, oh, it's because they're like room temperature. It's just like, yeah, they were ordered a little while ago.
Yeah. They put
And
them
then,
in different sauces and everything, but
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
their own sauce now. Hot
Yeah.
Ones, yeah.
I think they have way better quality chicken now too. You know.
Yeah, that's why I hear based on
really?
like watching it, they're actually trying to do them like because he talks about it in one episode. I forget who he was interviewing about how everyone was really getting on them about how their chicken was cold and stuff like that, but then no one made any compliments to them or encouragements to them when they actually upped it up. It's just like, okay, now we can get them at the right temperature and everything, and then no one was saying anything about it. It's like, oh
Yeah,
man.
right.
Oh, wow.
So, I think that was when they were interviewing Fluffy. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I like the one where it's like Tommy Chong's just like, these are good wings, and he's just like eating them down. He's just like, they're spicy, but like the chickens look good.
These are good.
Yeah, and he's just like eating them down, and like Sean Evans is looking at him like, oh damn, Tommy, like, like you're taking this like a champ. And he's just like, oh, I like spicy food. Yeah. It's just like, oh man, it's like what a pro. Yeah, I like it when people are like, yeah, just like muscling it through it. You can tell they really enjoy
there's
it.
still some super funny ones when
Yeah.
they just don't
can't
expect
handle
it.
Yeah.
That I was watching the Gordon Ramsay one. That just
Oh, nice, yeah.
freaking
Oh,
cracked me
really?
up so
It was a good
much,
one?
dude. Yeah, like that cracked me up so much. He was just cursing throughout like most of.
It was interesting. He said like lemon juice like helps
Yeah.
with spiciness because it confuses your taste buds.
Oh, really?
It makes it so like because it's so opposite on like the
Yeah.
spectrum,
Yeah.
So where when you throw it out on there, kind of almost like tricks you
He-
into not really registering the spice.
He straight had a survival kit of
Yeah.
freaking like
Things
anti-spicy
Yeah.
He said,
stuff.
he said sweet too. He said
Sweet.
sweet's
Yeah,
really
sweet.
good.
Sweet,
for, like,
sweet. I know that one.
I heard
because-
that. Yeah, like your the usual things that work. that
Yeah, 'cause,
people
like,
think work like milk and stuff. They don't actually.
If you're actually like cooking and something comes out too spicy, you usually want to add sweet
like some sweet
sugar
to it,
or
right?
something. Yeah.
it's like
So that one I'm familiar with,
it
but he
offsets.
he brought he brought pastries and he brought
Really?
like
Yeah,
lemon
lemon
juice and he brought
juices and,
actual
like-
lemons and it was like, dude, this guy's prepared,
Yeah,
but he
he's
still
nice.
was like having trouble, and he plugged nothing at the end because
really, he was just
yeah,
done.
like once you finish, he's like, you have 30 seconds
you can
to
plug what you
promote
want,
whatever you
right.
want, and he was just like, you know what, F you, F this. Like, it was so
You're right, like,
outta
funny.
here.
I'm done. Oh,
But
man.
he said it like a laughing, way, but angry still. But
Right.
still,
Just like I'm
Those-
out of here.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
Like you can buy their sauces online too.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah.
They have
Or,
like
they have like
3 sauces now, or
they
at
have,
least.
they have at least 3 sauces, yeah, but they have like a mystery box that they do like every
Oh,
month
and they just
where
give
you
you, like-
subscribe to it.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
they
say
send
this
you
is a
different hot sauces.
subscription.
That's
Yeah.
been on the show.
Mhm. And then like there's a chance for you like one month to like get like an actual like sauce from like there's like Los Calientes or like the Last Dab or something.
No
you know?
way.
Apparently
Yeah.
the Last Dab is always sold out. You know, like you
Really?
just have to like be on the right time and like,
Yeah.
be able to get
The
it.
last
I'd be
dab is that
curious.
last one.
Yeah,
I'd be
I want the
curious.
Los Calientes. That's one that I want to
I
try.
want their middle one because everyone.
Yeah,
like,
the yellow one, right? Yes.
is it the yellow one? No, the yellow
looks
one
like
isn't that the last dab?
There's the Last Dab, and then there's the one with the rooster on it. You know, like breathing fire, and it's a yellow label. It's called Los Calientes, and it's kind of like in
Is
the
that the
middle
one?
too. And
Okay.
everyone says it has the most flavor, but like the most like spice to it too.
Is that
So it's
the is
not
that
super
the
overpowering.
is that new label then? Because I remember their mid tier one was a more like transparent bottle with just a white like design on it.
It might just be a different one at that point, you know, because
But-
they go through a lot of different sauces.
That's true, but,
You know,
but
yeah.
for the longest time, hot one, it was just the hot one was like their middle one. It's like the 4th or 5th flavor.
Yeah, right.
Or
Like this
fifth
one was like
spiciness.
always right before they started getting to like the Mad Dog or like the bomb and
so
stuff.
maybe
you know?
it's the same one, but they changed the label.
Different
'cause
label,
That,
yeah.
that probably I need to pay more attention to. But
Yeah.
I always hear like everyone that gets on their their show that I've watched because I honestly only watch like names I recognize.
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
not know like who they are, but if I recognize the name, I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Like I watched the John Mayer one.
Oh,
that
nice,
one
yeah.
is so funny.
Yeah. And I was like, John Mayer seems like a cool guy. All
Yeah.
right, So, but like I don't really know John Mayer that well, but I still watched it and I thought that was cool.
That
But
one is funny, man.
what was I getting at?
The Aubrey Plaza one was hilarious too. Did you see that one?
Which one?
Just Aubrey Plaza.
No.
That
Mhm.
that actress.
She's from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, from
See,
Parks and Rec.
that's
Yeah.
another one where I don't recognize the
And-
name,
okay,
so
right.
I will check that out. I'll
I'm
check
not
it
even
out.
a particularly big fan of hers, just because I haven't seen her in a lot. But she was hilarious on that.
I watched the Rachel
nice.
Ray one. That was funny.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that
one
one's
good?
fun. too, yeah.
She's
She did
gangster.
just the sauces,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, because
Right, it's like a-
she's very picky about wings,
Right.
so she doesn't like wings. She likes drumstick portions,
Oh.
and so she
interesting.
just puts the sauce on a spoon and just.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But
she was
uh,
just mainlining it.
She was
Yeah, but
just
back to your
going
point.
straight- Oh man.
Yeah, just bring like
But,
you're saying like everyone was saying that the one you're talking about.
yeah,
was the
everyone
most,
was saying it's like everyone compliments it. They're like,
Mhm.
I really like the sauce. It's actually really flavorful, and
I think even Rachel Ray said it too. She was
Yeah.
just like, I might use this. You know?
yeah, Rachel
Really?
Ray has said it. Fluffy has said it.
Which one was that? Which
It's the
one?
Los Calientes.
and that's the one that's hard to
It's
get.
like no, that one's mid tier. It's usually easier to get.
Okay.
You know?
No, the hard one to get is the last dab,
Last
the
Dab, yeah.
spiciest one.
That's the spiciest.
Yeah,
one.
the last dab
Yeah,
is
They're
spicy.
always out. Huh?
Because I hear the bomb isn't flavorful whatsoever. It's just pure spiciness,
Ugh.
like straight to the core. Like it's not.
Yeah,
there's
no.
no forgive. Like
It's like no enjoyment.
yeah, no
there.
enjoyment.
Is
And
it
then-
is that the bomb or is that the one before the bomb?
No, the bomb is the one like it's like now I think is the second to last one that they usually do. And then the last dab I hear is like really spicy, but it has flavor still. Like it actually tastes like something really good. Like you can actually finish the wing if you want to, but
Okay.
it's hella hot. But like the other one's just like no flavor. It's just
One
like hitting you
bite,
right to the
it's like
face.
this doesn't
Yeah.
even taste good at this point.
Yeah, so yeah, and I wasn't sure whether it was the bomb or not, but I remember there's always that one flavor that everyone's like, there's no
Like, this is
balance.
stupid.
It's just
Right.
spicy.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like it's not good. Like that's what they talk about. I'm not sure if that was the bomb. That probably was.
It is the bomb. That's
Okay.
usually what
It's
everyone
the
says
bomb.
about the bomb. Yeah,
Really.
they're like, why is this one in line? It's like, well, this is why it is there. Like we need at least one that's just gonna mess you
Yeah.
up.
Just
Yeah, you know.
destroy you.
But yeah,
You should watch the episodes where he eats the Carolina Reaper with the.
Ooh.
I think I've
the-
seen that one.
Have you seen that one?
I think so.
Yeah, there's this guy. His name is Chili Klaus. He's like this like a dude with like this big beard, and
Yeah.
he eats a bunch of spicy stuff. But he eats spicy stuff, and his orchestra. He's a conductor.
Oh.
His orchestra will like a bite into a pepper, and they'll play like the whole song like with the spice going. You know,
What?
like have you ever seen that? Yeah,
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
What?
you haven't
Then.
seen that. So like that's what he's known for. But then he was on Hot Ones with Sean Evans,
Yeah.
and they both ate a Carolina Reaper together, and they both were just like flipping
Just
out, dying.
huh? Oh.
Because what they do, like his like orchestra, they all like take a pepper, they all bite into it at the same time, and he
And
conducts
then they
while
start
like
playing,
they start
huh?
playing. Yeah, so like people are playing the trumpet like while they're like got the spice
Sweating
going, dude,
and-
sweating, yeah, sagging, like everything.
my
You should look it up
gosh.
online.
I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I was near the
His name
end,
is
but
Chili Klaus.
the one I was watching before I went to pick up distro was Shaq.
Oh, Shaq was.
It was so
Oh,
funny
I
because he
haven't
was
seen-
he
oh,
was
I'd
trying
imagine
he's
that's
like I'm gonna try not to make a facial reaction, and then he was eating the Kansas one, and he's like, oh man, Kansas don't know how to make sauce, and then he takes a bite, it's like Kansas, and he throws it away, and then he makes the meme face that you see, and I didn't realize this was Shaq, but I have seen the facial reaction so many times where he's just like,
right,
And then you look at the comments and everyone just 1830, which is where it happens. 1830, and they make a meme like statement out of it. It's just it's hilarious.
Yeah,
He goes-
right, yeah.
And while he's like spitting out, it's like drinking and spitting out, it's like, I'm sorry, Kansas. It's like
Really?
I underestimated you guys.
Yeah, right. It's like, damn, Kansas, I'm sorry. But it's funny now. He's like, I'm not gonna make a face. I'm not gonna make a face. Not this time. Not this time. And he goes, like you
Really?
can tell it just hits him like
yeah,
right in the
he
chest.
started just having like
But
a
he's
coughing
like, that
fit.
doesn't count as a face. He's like, I just coughed. Yeah. He's
No,
like, I
but-
just coughed.
The little thing that surprised me about the Shaq one was how I would think he was be more energetic, but he's very monotone through most of it. But maybe if that was his intention, but I don't know.
You're right.
It was entertaining though, especially that reaction that
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
He makes boys choir do it too.
Oh, nice.
That's messed up,
Yeah,
man. All these little boys.
yeah, and they start just singing choir, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at their faces.
Dude, Chili Klaus is dope. Yeah, that guy's
This is
cool.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
it was
man, yeah.
it was some Los Calientes.
Yeah, Los Calientes.
Los
Yeah.
Calientes. Okay,
Yeah.
Calientes.
It's okay.
People listening
We
will be
just
like,
know.
"Wait, this guy can't."
It's like come on, Trade Hole. What you doing?
Yeah.
Just come on, Trade Hole. Get your sauces
Look
right.
at their
Yeah,
faces.
my bad.
They
It's okay. I'm just kidding.
That's so terrible. They're all trying to sing while they're suffering. man.
Yeah, for those who don't know, he's good old Cash Rap just looked up Chili Klaus, and he's doing an orchestra with young boys that just ate peppers and they're trying to
That
sing,
kid is crying, man.
and they're all crying.
This is Once we move, closing staff to video, we're gonna start putting up some of these videos.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see if we can get through an episode through with the pepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what? You know what? That's what we're gonna have to do one of these because we're talking about now. Let's try to order one of those boxes, and just we'll do it with Bonchon chicken. Like just a mix.
We'll do a bonus
Yeah.
episode.
We'll do a Hot Ones closing staff episode. Yeah, where we get the 3 sauces.
Oh, man.
You guys are not down for the last dab.
I probably would not be able to handle the last
No?
dab. I would try, but I would
Just
not
a little
probably.
I can take a dab of it.
Like a
But
dab on
that's
the wing.
that's what this does.
like
It's the
a
last
dab on the
right?
wing, But that's why they call it the last dab, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're doing it with Bonchon chicken, we're probably gonna be pouring it anyways, right?
See, if we're pouring it like that, we gotta
See,
get the
are we-
calientes or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the last dab, I will do a dab of that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
only a dab.
I could sign up for that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, who knows when it'll happen, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
It is. I'm down to order a box though, because I'm a big hot sauce guy. I'll say it.
Yeah.
You know what? My thing is that I'm not a big fan of sriracha.
Yeah, it's like I can only eat sriracha on certain things.
Everyone,
Like, certain things.
A lot of people that get on the show, they're like, "Oh, I love sriracha," and I understand because Asian family, all my siblings love sriracha, but I actually cannot stand the smell of sriracha. That's my
smell.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
smell,
I can feel that.
I'm just like, I
Yeah,
can't.
I could see that.
Like my family knows now. Don't put the sriracha bottle in front of me because I'll put it somewhere else
Yeah.
because I cannot stand that smell. But I'm okay with if it mixes. Like I've been to places where they mix a sauce with like mayonnaise or something like that. Okay, I don't
Sriracha
smell anything.
mayo.
It tastes fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually what I would do is I would take sriracha and I'd only put it on really enough. Like I have pasta with some cheese or something really good. Throw a little bit of sriracha in there and stir it up, And if it adds to the sauce, it's usually just a little bit of spice in there.
Yeah.
Or if I have a little bit of ketchup, I'll throw some sriracha on top of the ketchup for my fries, and I'll stir it into the ketchup.
Sriracha
And even then
ketchup.
too, it makes it a little spicy,
I know a lot of people who do sriracha and ketchup.
Sriracha and the
My
ketchup.
only thing is that I also don't like ketchup.
Okay. Me
So
neither,
I'll do that, But I never really like a hot wing with sriracha sauce on it,
Yeah.
or a sriracha burger,
Pure sriracha.
Yeah.
or something.
Fun fact: I only knew it as sriracha later on in high school. I always used to call it rooster sauce.
That's what everyone
Rooster
called it.
sauce, yeah, I
That's
think
literally
that's-
what everyone
that's kind
called
of
it.
where
You know,
Yeah.
my thing was oh, you got the rooster sauce, dude? We all know what you're talking
Rooster
about.
sauce.
Yes. If I remember
Recognize
right, I didn't even really start hearing people call it sriracha on mainstream until maybe about 8 years ago.
Yeah,
Because exactly. So I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Everyone would call it
rooster sauce.
the sauce with
Like,
the rooster on it.
even when I was growing up, everyone called it rooster sauce.
That's why I'd be like, I don't know about this sriracha business. It's my rooster sauce.
I don't know about sriracha.
Yeah, I
but
don't
the
know.
rooster sauce is
I don't
good.
know what you're talking about, but my rooster sauce is good.
But I think everyone that knows me knows now that I'm not a big sauce person. So when I tell people I don't like ranch either, they're just like, oh, we can't be friends.
Yeah, right.
Jokingly,
That's
obviously.
another one too. I only like ranch on certain things.
Yeah.
But
I
you like
know- I
hot
know-
sauce though.
Ish.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
a fan of
Still
spicy
kind
food?
Yeah.
It's just not so much sauces.
Not the
you know?
sauce itself.
Yeah. Like, barbecue is fine most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't like mustard. I don't like ketchup. I don't like ranch.
Yeah.
I usually don't care for mayonnaise. I can eat mayonnaise, but I don't care for it.
So you prefer like things dry? Would you say?
For the most part.
Or if the thing is cooked or marinated.
Yeah,
in sauce, you're good with
exactly.
that.
I'm okay with that too.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's just the act of having like a dipping sauce
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something on
Things
the
like
side.
that. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I
feel
think I've maybe only had a few sandwiches where there were ranch in it, but at that point I'm just like, this is too much. Like, I don't care for
man.
it,
that. Yeah.
You
But
know,
I don't mind doing like a hot ones thing, I'm just like, I'm down
that'd be
for that
sweet.
because I usually I do like hot sauces, like
Mhm.
Taco Bell hot sauce.
Right.
I'm okay
Oh,
with that.
okay, no,
I usually don't put it in,
Right.
but I can eat it just fine.
You can eat it fine. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really bug me. It's just not something I care to put in.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a gnarly sauce story. It's like I remember one time we were having band practice back in high school, and then
It's
like one
always
of
band
our
practice,
it's always
man.
band practice, right? Yeah. I was making a tuna sandwich of like myself, and then like my drummer comes up and he was making tuna sandwich. There was a little bit of turmoil between us, like, and then like our bass player at the time.
Oh.
Our bass player was just sitting in the garage. So we were like, do you want a tuna sandwich too? He's just like, yeah, for sure. So usually what we do is like make tuna, a little bit of mayonnaise,
Right.
you know,
A little
it's all
something
good.
in there. Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I usually chop up like a little bit of jalapenos, get it going.
Yeah.
Like, but for his guys,
No.
we mixed
No.
the tuna with ranch.
Oh.
Yeah, right. And it was like, like it does not sound very good,
Hmm.
right? And then we put it into a sandwich, and it was supposed to be like a disgusting sandwich, or like that was
Right.
our intent.
Right.
But then
But it
we
was,
give
like,
it to
good.
this guy, right? And then like we're all eating, like we all think we're eating the same sandwich, so like so we're waiting to see his reaction. We're looking over at him, and that guy like just toughed it out. If anything, like he just ate the whole thing, no reaction. I don't know if he did it as like a F you to like us, like he
Right.
knows what we're doing,
Right.
or if we genuinely liked it. And after he looked, he's like, "No, that was a pretty good sandwich." And I was like, "And no, we put a lot of ranch in there.
You
Like it was
did?
probably like ratio of ranch to tuna was like 70-30.
Wow.
Like yeah, like yeah."
He's like, damn,
Like-
this was good.
Like that bread was probably soggy, dude. Like, yeah.
But he liked it. Huh?
But he just ate it down, dude. Yeah, like he was
a
probably.
fan.
No, I don't know if it was a fan, like if
Oh,
he was a
but
fan,
he
or if it was just to
didn't
spite
complain.
us.
Yeah.
Like he ain't putting me down.
Well,
Because in all honesty, if he wouldn't have like, if he was like, oh, like I'm
Right.
like, what are you doing? I would have been like, dude, yeah, I'll make you a sandwich. It's okay.
Yeah.
But
Right. Exactly.
He just muscled through it.
that's funny.
A little bit of band hazing.
band hazing.
I know a lot of people, like, they do the tuna mayonnaise. Never eaten it that way.
Really?
It
Just
just
a little bit,
that doesn't sound appealing to me. It could be good because just
Yeah.
like you talk about,
I
like
enjoy
the
it, man,
tuna
yeah.
and ranch is probably good, but
I don't know.
I mean,
well, people do like ranch, So,
That's true.
yeah.
I can see that happening. If you like tuna and mayonnaise, I can see people liking tuna and ranch.
Yeah.
It's just that I think
Someone out there will.
How do you feel about tuna and cheese? You ever put it in your mac and cheese or something?
no.
It's
You know
pretty
what? So
Interesting. It's pretty
Asian
good.
person, this is how we did tuna, or this is how I grew up with tuna. I put it in a pan, I cook it with some seasoning, and then I eat it with rice.
All right.
But-
Gotta be rice.
But
Gotta be rice involved.
it has to be tuna in oil. Tuna in water
Oh.
comes out dry super quick.
Yeah.
Like it dries up really fast.
Yeah.
That is true. Nothing's
That's
worse than fried
true.
tuna.
Yeah.
That is
But
true.
what I was gonna say? Oh yeah. So you're talking about how do I like spicy?
Mhm.
So I have my thing with spicy now is that I used to eat spicy a lot, but what I don't like about eating spicy is that even if it's not that spicy to me, I react to it. And when I say that, it means my eye will get watery and my nose will get runny. I don't consider it that spicy, but it's just that my body will automatically react to it.
That's funny you say that. Like, I get the hiccups once I've hit my spice like tolerance. Like, it's
Yeah.
not that it's not a mental thing anymore.
You
It's just my body just gives up on me. Like,
starts
like the
malfunctioning.
screws start popping off. Like, yeah. It's just I get a hiccups, and it's like you said, like you just can't hold it back. Like
Yeah.
it's just a reaction almost. Like
Yeah,
your
and
body's
like-
just a regular thing.
It bugs me because I'm like, you know what? It's not even that spicy to me right now, but my body is still like
Yeah.
I'm still getting the runny nose. I'm not sweating, just a runny nose.
It's just like
And
it's
it's-
like your body trying to protect you.
yeah,
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
But,
Like,
the
what
most,
are you doing?
yeah.
But the most annoying thing about that is that it becomes messy to me because I'm just like, okay, I want to eat more, but I keep having to blow my nose because my nose keeps running.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I stopped eating spicy for a while because when I was younger, we had this thing in college that my friends introduced me to. We used to play guitar together in college, and what they would do is like, oh, let's check out this place. You guys all know it now as Smoke Eaters.
Yeah, no,
But the original names, they had different original names. They had
Yeah,
two names before.
I used to know it as University Chicken.
Yeah, University Chicken was
Yeah.
actually their second name.
Okay.
It was Cluck You before that.
Oh, Cluck
But
You,
because
nice.
of the suggestive name, now it's called Wicked Chicken.
Mhm.
But we used to go over there, and I used to order the spiciest one, which was the thermo global nuclear, and that's like the spiciest on the level when you don't have to sign a waiver.
Right before the challenge, right?
Yeah, right before the challenge. Right before the waiver challenge. And I used to, order 20 of those and just eat them all myself.
Yeah.
And, but now, because I stopped eating spicy so much, that I can't handle that spicy level as well anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, I don't really want to care to try that spicy anymore.
Right.
And
Right.
I've never tried the waiver. I'm too much of a
The
chicken to
waiver
try
one.
Yeah, right.
that.
I feel like, I don't even know if I take a bite of the waiver, like.
Yeah.
But there was this tradition that my friend started that I've paid it forward several more times than they did. What they did with me was that when it was my first time there, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll treat you to your first 6 wings," and they ordered the spiciest one.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you guys have seen me do it, but I've paid that forward everywhere. But it's like, oh, you've never had smoke eaters, or you never had wicked chicken.
Yeah.
I ordered you your first 6 wings, the spiciest one, but and
That's
like, oh man.
and then I would just watch the reactions, and then if they don't eat the rest of it, which most of the time they don't, I will eat the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But they usually don't turn down free wings.
Yeah, right. No, for real.
The
though.
Even
worst
if they're
was-
the hottest ones.
The worst one though was with my former coworker, at the time, and there was 3 of them. We're like, okay, off of work, when we're done with work,
Yeah.
I'll take you all over there and I'll order you all 6 pieces. So I did, and most of them took either 1 bite or let's see, just there was 3 of them. I think 2 of them took just 1 bite. Maybe one of them tried to finish the chicken.
Yeah.
The last one, he licked it and he was done.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, you're not
That's
even
all
gonna try
it
to
took,
eat
right?
one.
That's all it
He's
takes.
like, no. I'm just like, oh man, that's
Hit
kind
for
of
critical damage, man.
that's pretty
Yeah, for
wussy.
critical damage.
Yeah,
I'm like, at least try to take a bite, But
Yeah.
yeah,
at least get some meat in there, like some chicken,
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of helps a little.
It helps a little bit,
but now I'm down with hot ones. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I'll probably
So they
die.
have a box you can get.
They have like a monthly subscription box.
Yeah, it's a subscription box. It's kind of like Loot Crate.
But it's like
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
RNG based though.
Yeah, I
You
think
don't
it's
know-
RNG
you don't
based,
know
yeah,
what
exactly.
You don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Right.
But they sprinkle goodies in there, yeah.
You might get a purple. You might get a
Yeah, right. Yeah,
blue.
exactly. Damn
Blue
blue
sauce.
box systems.
Blue, no, that would throw people off, man. Like if they just added blue dye to like a hot sauce,
Oh man.
it's like, come on, what's this? Like a blueberry sauce? It doesn't say
Would you-
blueberry in it.
Would you have like a signature hot sauce? Do you think we could get a signature hot sauce? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
It was-
that's on the show.
yeah, right.
You know what?
Yeah.
We get sponsored by somebody. We just get like the closing staff
That'd be
sauce,
cool.
hot sauce.
We
You
don't
know.
have to take.
I feel like
Dab.
that's a little bit gimmicky because we have nothing to do with hot sauce.
to do. We have
anything-
more, we have
if we-
more to do with
honestly-
Bonchon than hot sauce.
All right, so
Yeah.
let me ask you this: would you want like your own personal hot sauce, kind of like what's his name, Billy Mitchell?
Ooh.
I see. That's what
That's a good
I was
idea.
just going to get to that. Like I literally was just
Yeah.
going to talk about that before you did. I was like, if we were to do anything hot sauce, it has to be one promoting hot ones while at the same time like undermining Billy Mitchell. If we can call it like the clothing staff emulated like
That's the only.
Oh, that's a
clothing
good
staff
one.
emulated hot sauce.
Yeah, right. Emulation, emulation by closing staff.
Oh, yeah.
We can all have our own.
Oh,
themed
emulated
hot
hot sauce by
You know?
closing staff,
Yeah.
sponsored by Hot Ones. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
right?
that would be hilarious.
Emulated
Goes
hot
great
sauce.
on Bonchon.
And
We would
there's
just
just
go.
There's just an 8-bit Billy Mitchell on the box, on the bottle.
Yeah,
It's like,
That's good.
it's like yeah,
That's-
we have to say something on the tag too, like Billy Mitchell can't handle this, but that's why it's emulated.
Right.
yeah, right.
Oh man,
Dude, now, I think that's the main reason why, like, ever since I saw him with his signature hot sauce, I want a signature hot sauce. So that guy loves his signature hot
He
sauce.
does.
Like, he's all about it.
He rides
Like, he
that.
wears the red, white, and blue,
Yeah.
like the stars and the stripes, and he goes around and he sells that sauce
He
like
sells that
freaking no one's
sauce
business,
hard,
man.
Yeah.
I still need to rewatch that documentary. I haven't seen that doc in years.
King of Kong.
Yeah, it's a really
It's a good
doc.
one. It's a good
You know?
one. It's a
Shout
very
out
good
to
one.
that documentary. If you haven't seen it, King of Kong, go watch
Yeah,
it.
I talk about it all the time. Like one of my friends actually had recommended me watch it,
Mhm.
but almost everyone that I know knows that I don't really watch movies.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's hard for me to sit down and stay still and watch a movie.
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm never in the mood for it.
Yeah.
So he actually invited me over, to one time, hang out with his kids and his girlfriend at the time, and then he put it on, and I'm like, well, I'm comfortable now, and that's how most people get me to watch movies. That's how I watched Dark Knight, which I wanted to watch, but never want to sit down and watch.
Yeah,
it.
never really had
But
like
that's-
the
That's also another time my friend got me to watch something. They got me comfortable, and they're like, "All right, let's put on Dark Knight."
They already
But-
know. Yeah.
Get
The
me
same thing with
comfortable.
the King of Kong. That's how I ended up watching. I was like, "Oh man, this is a really good documentary." I mean, it's probably somewhat biased, which I mean, I think it is confirmed
It
biased,
was
but,
very biased. Yeah,
but it was still a good
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah.
it was very entertaining. What's his name?
Entertaining.
Steve Levy, right?
Steve Weeby,
Steve Weeby.
You know, yeah.
Steve Weeby.
cool
He's
guy.
the working man.
Is that his
You know,
name?
yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
was
is.
he was
That
the
was
guy
his
that
name, right?
yeah, Steve Levy. Yeah.
Yeah.
the King of Kong, the now
Yeah.
official first person to break 1 million in Donkey Kong now.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
Ever
Oh,
since
there you go.
they exposed that Billy Mitchell
He's
had
an emulator,
used emulator,
right?
yeah.
Use
So
the
that's-
emulator
that's-
for his.
That would
Because
be
he
the
sends
joke
a
with
he
the
sends
hot
a
sauce.
video in,
Yeah.
and then like now like with the technology we have, then someone match it to the emulator. You know, like
Yeah,
exactly
they,
what
they,
happened.
they were just like, no, this is not how an arcade board loads up the game. This is
Yeah.
this is how an emulator loads up the game.
Yeah.
And so they did like a comparison, and they explained why it loads up that way. And they're like, no, this is emulation.
You know,
And
yeah.
so Billy Mitchell's response, he took a while to respond. But he finally responded. He's like,
Oh, he
oh
finally
yeah,
responded?
I can. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he responded, but he responded a few days afterwards. But it was just like, yeah, I'll give, here's like I'm gonna have official proof. But he never.
Yeah, I was about to
followed
say
up.
like
Never
that's always
followed
his
up
thing.
after
He
that.
never says anything. He just doesn't follow up. He's just kind of like, oh no, I'm still the master, and then he just goes off into the shadows.
Yeah.
You know? And he
Yeah.
holds a bunch of records on a bunch of different machines too. But have those been revoked at all for any reason or no?
Well,
Like,
I
doesn't
think
he hold
no.
the records for like
I
Centipede
think-
and stuff like that?
I
Like,
think I don't know about all of his records, but I believe ever since the Donkey Kong thing, they completely banned him.
yeah, they completely banned
Yeah,
him.
so
right?
I think
they
they
did,
might have
yeah.
removed all his scores.
Yeah, I think
Really?
his scores were invalid because he's like disqualified or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You know,
Completely invalid.
And
huh?
that's the thing is that it's Twin Galaxies, right?
Yeah, Twin Galaxies is what takes
So
care of all that.
a lot of people have been giving Twin Galaxies crap ever since that documentary, but people don't realize that it's been they've passed off owners and ownership.
Mhm.
So there are different owners and managements there now that are actually trying to get it to go back up on top.
Yeah.
And they've been doing a pretty good job at it. So
Well, I always like that whole idea of what they're doing, you know?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Twin Galaxies kind of pretty much is the database for all old school high scores from like
Yeah.
arcade machines. They used to have the one, like, I forget where their location was, like, where they'd hold all their championship, like, stuff. Pretty much where Steve Wiebe went to go, like, face Billy Mitchell, but then he didn't show up the first time. And then, like,
Fun
he,
Spot.
Yeah, the Fun Spot. There we go, yeah.
Hmm.
Like, everyone would go to Fun Spot, and that's where you'd put, like, an official, like, score down.
Yeah.
Because that's where they basically, it was, like, certified by Twin
Oh,
Galaxies
they were there,
to say
like-
that it wasn't a modded machine,
Yeah.
or, like, it's working in perfect condition, and
Wow.
it's an OG board. You know, pretty much everything. So if you make a
Yeah.
score there, it's pretty much legit, you know?
Legit,
Yeah.
huh?
So
And,
that's, and then they keep a database of all that stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Wow.
I actually met Walter Day.
Really?
Yeah, I met
Oh,
Walter
nice.
Day only last Portland Retro, and took a picture with him.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and as you
That
know,
sounds cool,
that's another thing is people give Walter Day a lot of crap, but I think he's just a really cool, like he's just too nice a guy that he doesn't really like argue back, and that's why I think
Mm.
a lot of people are saying like he was corrupt too, but I think he's actually one of the few people who will acknowledge, that they made a mistake, that would take responsibility for it. And you see it in the documentary. He's like, we did you bad.
Mhm.
We apologize, but we think you're definitely a part of the community now and things like that. So
Yeah.
I think he's one of the cooler people.
Yeah, right.
And I know that at the time when they were doing the whole putting the score in for Billy Mitchell, even though he only submitted a video and he wasn't there live, I think at the time he wasn't even in ownership of Twin Galaxy anymore. He was there as someone who was a sort of a judge or a referee, and he
Yeah, kind of like a third party person there.
yeah, like he was someone like what is the word for it? Consulting type of person.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Oh.
yeah, he was like a consulting in that area, but he actually was not the one who officially put it in because he was he was kind of wasn't 100% sure about doing it himself.
Yeah.
And that's why when he was talking to Billy Mitchell, and you can actually see him, he's just like, I'm not doubting you or anything, but this video seems a little off,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the documentary.
Huh,
So,
interesting.
yeah, like that's just my personal opinion of it. Like when I watch it, that's what I feel like. I feel like he's not actually on board with it, but
Yeah.
he doesn't want to. He's like, Billy Mitchell's a bit, he's so well known. I
Right.
don't want to doubt him. We've been friends type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That guy just looks like a villain, though.
he
You know,
does.
like
Billy Mitchell. Yeah.
tell me he doesn't. That guy just looks like a bad guy. Like even if he's the nicest guy, I would love to meet Billy Mitchell just to see like how he is in person. You know.
Yeah.
But like,
I've heard he's a pretty nice guy.
yeah, you know, I hear he's a nice guy too. But like, he just looks like they did a good job of King of Con of making him look just like a
That's good.
douche. You know, yeah,
I
like-
mean,
You know,
it's
you know
kind
what
of,
I mean?
it's kind of,
Like-
he has to take partial ownership of that because he sort of does. He makes the appearance himself. Like it's not like
Yeah.
they're like,
right?
"Hey, you look like a villain." He didn't even know, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have the jackets right here. We totally cosplay
That's true.
USA
We
jackets.
do have the USA jackets.
I just need ties now.
Oh man.
That's true.
That being
What are
said,
those
like-
USA jackets for, anyways?
Oh, we sell them here.
Really?
The old owner stocked up on a lot of USA jackets, so
That's pretty awesome.
we put them on sale now. Where it's just like because we don't need them,
Right.
so it's like yeah, we'll for $15 you can have the USA jacket. It's
That
pretty
being
cheap.
said, like though, if we get like a Hot Ones day, we need to try Billy Mitchell's hot sauce if we can get our hands on it.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Do you think we can get some Billy Mitchell's
Can we get
like
some?
I think
hot
so.
sauce? You know,
I
yeah.
think
some
so.
of
Like I think, I mean, they showed his warehouse. He has a lot.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't
Even
want
if I have to
don't,
buy it from the man himself, like
I don't want
you know,
I don't want
get
like
some of that hot sauce.
don't need like a huge jug though. I think we just need like
No,
a
like a
small
bottle.
Yeah,
just a
exactly.
bottle. I ain't trying to support Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get mini cake. Yeah, like,
A mini keg of Mitchell
You know,
sauce.
yeah.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? I just think it'd be funny, you know, like how good is his hot sauce? Because he prides himself in that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah.
It's true.
I mean, to be honest, I've always been down with at least trying his hot sauce.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that'd be part of the hot ones, huh?
Yeah, the hot ones episode.
closing
yeah,
staff.
Yeah.
Well,
Closing
we'll
staff
see,
hot
where
ones.
Billy Mitchell ranks. You know, that'll get us some
We'll
traction.
yeah.
It has to be like we won't know exactly where it would be on the scale, but we would have to put it in probably be somewhere midway first to kind of get an idea
Yeah,
because
right.
we can't put it near the end
It's
when like last dab is kind of killing us already.
Right, exactly.
like we don't even taste anything else anymore.
I can see it being like around
Excuse
like
me.
top of teal level. You know,
Probably.
I think so too.
I could see it.
I
in
think
there.
so too.
you know what I mean. More so for like just like your regular old food. You know, like
Mhm.
maybe on your
Okay.
eggs or like your tacos or something.
Like it's
you know?
not
like, yeah.
challenge material.
You know, yeah.
It's occasional eating material.
Watch it be like the last dab.
I know.
This
right?
guy's hot sauce just fucks us up.
Just
Yeah, it just destroys us. You know? You know? Hey, O'Shawn
Watch
Evans,
that happen.
we have the hot sauce for your show, man. It's Billy Mitchell's.
yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if someone actually already suggested it to him because I'm sure he gets a lot of hot sauce suggestions. You know.
Yeah, right.
Probably does. Yeah.
No, there's one episode where he talks about it where
How
he goes
many he gets?
like he's like everyone's always suggesting hot sauce to me, but you guys might not be you guys might not think this, but I don't have a lot of time,
Right.
which we all understand.
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
Like we have a hard enough time trying to find a time to record,
yeah. Right.
but
Imagine having a show like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
my other thing is that I wonder how long his shows are actually recorded for. I know because the actual episodes themselves are like half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but they edited them like up.
Yeah,
they
like-
chop them up.
I feel like they give the impression that they're there for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
30 minutes is how long the shows are, right?
Yeah.
Most
Roughly
parts, you know. I think
they're-
depending on the person, if they're hella busy, but a lot of times he even says, yeah, people will stay for like a long time, or
Yeah.
like they're still chilling there and they still get they get extra material almost, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some I know like in the beginning they were like 5 to 15 minutes, but now like consistently they're more closer to a half an hour.
Because they're getting like higher up people, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And-
more celebrities and stuff. You
and
know?
it seems like some of these people are now really planning for it because there were some in the beginning where it's like, okay, we're only doing 5 wings for you because I know you have to rush.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so
yeah,
yeah.
man.
I think
It
this
was
is
like-
good enough for a bonus episode.
Yeah, I think we call that a bonus. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can call it.
How long is it going?
right now we're at almost 40 minutes.
Yeah,
But
I
probably
say
need
there
to
you
cut a
go.
few at the beginning and some at the end, like right now.
yeah.
Hey, that's
Cut
all
that
good.
right now.
Yeah. All right,
You know,
cool.
I like
We'll go ahead and end this right now and start an actual episode.
End this right now. Moving
do it.
to
Okay, quick test.
Quick test.
Quick test.
Check.
Quick
Check. Check.
test.
Check. Check. Check.
Chicken.
Quick test.
chicken.
Chicken.
That whole
Chicken sauce.
bonus episode started because I was testing with the word chicken. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
'cause
nice.
you went straight
Yeah,
into
because then you
the
started talking about chicken
Popeyes,
after that,
and I
then-
actually, and then I was like,
40
I
minutes
literally
later.
was going to talk about it too because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he mentioned chicken.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
because I
go.
was testing with the word chicken.